machine becomes so odious, makes you so sick at heart, that you can't take part. You can't even passively take part. And you've got to put your bodies upon the gears and upon the wheels, upon the levers, upon all the apparatus.
This is the camera angle until I figure it the fuck out.
Oh, okay. That works.
Yeah. We're on. She's just being a fucking twat.
Gotcha.
I gotta sit up. You can kind of see the map. That's cool. And you see Kara's makeup area.
Where is the
That's
actual
funny.
like camera at?
What? It's right here.
Oh, okay. I don't know why I was looking over here, but the
desk isn't that big.
Oh yeah.
I'll change it eventually. It's just I gotta figure stuff out.
Well, it'll work for now. It's gonna be touch and go until we get it figured out.
Lay down. Lay down.
So yeah, it's been an
big Assassin's Creed news day.
Yeah, I know.
It's so funny.
I like it though. I mean, it makes me happy.
Yeah,
but yeah,
I don't pay attention to any of that stuff, so I don't know anything.
Well, the only reason it popped up is because I'm listening to the audiobook for it, and so like the official Assassin's Creed channel had that update, and it like had the link, so I clicked on it and just read it, and so yeah, a big year for Assassin's Creed if anybody's interested. The new live-action series for Netflix is finally almost done, and they're going to rebuild it here soon, which they noted that. And then anybody who has played or enjoyed Assassin's Creed Unity on Xbox Series S and X and PlayStation 5 and PC, there will be a free 60 FPS update as of tomorrow, and which I'm fun. I'm excited for that because it had the best parkour of any Assassin's Creed game. Best parkour, period. And it still, to this day, actually looks the best, compared to a lot.
I think the scenery's cool.
Well, that's where I was getting at, the scenery. And it's unmatched when it comes to any of the others. But that, and then they talked about Assassin's Creed Invictus. If you don't know what that is, it's the multiplayer live service project that they've been working on. And then Codename Hex, which is the big game coming out that's not RPG. That's going to be revealed soon. And then obviously Black Flag Resynced, which I have mixed feelings on, and I'll leave it at that on that. So
yeah, it's like it's a hot political take. It's probably gonna suck because it's a AAA remaking a good game, which habitually sucks.
They're trying to just retcon and remove the modern day like it never happened, and
yeah,
that was the whole purpose of the games.
Well, I mean, no, the whole purpose of the game is to tell a cool story about Assassin's Creed.
Well, it is,
but the modern day story just goes over people's head.
I'm just saying that was its foundation for it in order to do the different time periods of why they did it and how they did it. That modern day is what connected all of it.
Yeah, and now nobody thinks that. They're just like, it's fucking, you play as dude.
Yeah, which, in my opinion, when you do that, it's no different from a historical game, which, I don't know. Like I said, I have mixed feelings on it, so if they continue where Valhalla left off, I'll be happy. So I was kind of hoping they would in Mirage, and I guess they actually did dabble a little of it in Shadows. I did find that out, so it's not completely removed. So
I mean, they literally have to explain how the fucking system works. Like, I don't it's so fast in Mirage, I don't remember how they do it.
Well, they didn't really have the modern day in Mirage. It was more
at all.
No, and they only did that because they're assuming that other people played Valhalla, and that's where you met Baphomet. And
yeah, but even then, I don't understand, why people don't understand the story, like the modern day story, because the modern day story, at the end of the day, it's supposed to be you're stopping a corrupt organization that's trying to
control the world
through suggestion and propaganda and finances.
And, well, basically taking away your free will.
Yeah, that's with the magical objects. They're trying to take away your free will. But the parallel that the modern day story makes, is too close to real life.
Well, I think that's one reason I like it as much as I do, is because it's on that borderline of real life like that. But I'm sure that anybody that would listen and who has played and everything like that has an opinion on this game will agree that the modern day story was best when Desmond was involved still. But when they killed Desmond off, that's when it went downhill. They tried to revive it when they, introduced the Layla, but in Origins and, Odyssey and Valhalla. And they were there. They were so close to doing it there. And then they left it off with Bassam, which I'm just hoping it doesn't get left at that, They have the potential.
I don't know. You pay attention to the gaming news more than I do, but I just play the games I like, and if I don't like them, I regret buying them, and I don't touch them again.
No, that's why you got me. At least I keep an eye on it. So, yeah, the car that I dealt with today, like, you seen the pictures I sent.
I mean, it just looked like a job I would have said an outo. I would have said get fucked.
It's not necessarily like a hard job to do.
Yeah, they're not paying you enough.
I'm actually getting paid okay for it.
How much? How much are you getting paid to rip that fucking axle out?
Like $200, and then next, and it's they're paying me when they get paid.
How long did you work on it today?
Not that long, actually. Yeah, I swear to you, I didn't. It's primarily simple because it's on a Honda Accord. They didn't have the money to buy the other part that was needed for it yet. So that's why I'm kind of waiting on it. But, it could have been avoided if they would have just listened.
Yeah, and they're fucking retarded people that I wouldn't associate with.
Well, I have strictly made it known that I don't want to be on a friendship level of this. This is strictly like a business transaction, more or less.
Yeah, I mean, I understand like you laying that boundary, but it's to the point where like the people that it's pretty much everyone that lives down there is just a fucking human parasite.
Yeah, and that's why I try not to really be involved in that area unless it's
and it's not their fault. Let me make that clear. It's
wrong.
not necessarily their fault. They're products of their environment, and their environment is poor.
Yeah.
Their environment is poor. The problem that they really have is that none of them give a shit about why they're poor. They're just trying to find ways to extort other people because they feel like it's deserved.
Yeah, you're right.
Move.
And, like, I watched a guy a couple days ago. I come across a YouTube short, and this guy was talking. He's like, yeah, I lived in Dayton, Ohio for years, and he's like, when I was an addict, he's like, I remember getting on the RTA bus and, going and stealing copper from Lowe's, and then getting on the bus again and taking it down to the other Lowe's in a different city and returning it to get money. And then, going and getting my fix over on Gettysburg and Linden and all that. Or not Gettysburg and Linden, but yeah. I can't remember. I think I got it saved on my phone. I'll have to pull it up and see if I can find it. But it was kind of interesting. Just like the video you sent me yesterday about the cop car going up on the trailer.
Yeah, that was from Harrisburg. That was like from a year or two ago, but it was just released like public body cam footage.
Yeah, it was Harrison Township right out there in Dayton. Yeah, that was fucking crazy.
Yeah, and I read the report about it, and basically it's just dude brake checked a cop thinking that he would be slick because he had a trailer, and then the cop got stuck on the trailer, so then he just had a permanent joyride. Yeah, he just had a permanent tail, and the cop was fine after he rolled. Mm-hmm. The cop and the suspect went to the hospital, which is very funny to me regardless, that the guy was like, because they were talking to each other on the radio. He was like, I'm gonna pit his ass, are you fine with that? And he was like, don't pit him, don't fucking pit him, it'll fuck me up. And she's like, I have to pit him, fuck you, Jerry.
Oh man, yeah, that shit was crazy, man. And then, yeah, a lot of the ones...
I would literally kill to hear the audio, because it was either they were arguing about him getting pitted, or it was the guy being like, fuck it, and just, I'm going to buckle my seatbelt and hold on.
I think about, what's that movie called? Talladega Nights. Like, when he, like, flips upside down, he's like, oh, going through the air.
No, regardless, when shit like something happens, you either yell or you don't say a word. Every time I've had like a major vehicle emergency, I never say a word. I'm completely silent. Like when my tire flew off after retards put it on wrong.
Oh, God. That's crazy that happened.
It's silent the whole time as I went like screeching into the fucking thing, leaving a damn near permanent mark in the asphalt.
You're so lucky that didn't turn out worse than what it did.
I mean, I'm lucky my windshield didn't shatter 2 weeks ago when my
that
hood
too.
flew up. And I also, once again, didn't make a sound. I was literally eating a fucking waffle sandwich that I did put down so I could try and drive with no hood. I mean, with no vision, because my hood was covering the windshield. So I did, and I found it 2 days later because I totally forgot about it, and it was just like a frozen solid. Like I found it at 6 a.m. It's just like a frozen solid Speedway waffle sandwich.
That's funny.
With like 3 bites taken out of it because my hood exploded.
So, Mom,
Come on.
like called me the other day, and I didn't get a chance to tell you about this, but she called me the other day, and she's like, "Hey, can I ask you something?" I'm like, sure. And she's like, "Is Logan gonna get deployed again?" And I'm like, "Mom, no." And I'm like,
so
he's okay.
Why are older people so dumb? And like not in like a disrespectful way, because this is related to this. Kara's dad was watching some fucking Purple Heart thing like on TV, and he like just casually was like, Logan should have one of those.
Really?
And I was like, shit. I immediately, as soon as like I found out, I got pissed. I was like, one, never say that. Never say that. I've met several Purple Heart recipients. There's one that lives like in this town. There's literally a highway nearby named after him. But like I was just like, no. Then like I texted him. I was like, dude, I got fucking bombed and like retarded shit in a village. That's no. I was perfectly fine. Nobody got injured. Like that's not what a Purple Heart means.
That's wild. I've never heard of being like somebody. Oh, you know what? They should have that.
Yeah,
a Purple Heart. Like,
you don't understand at all what like goes into that. And like I was like very politely trying to educate him on it, but I was so mad because I was like, dude, if he starts walking around telling people that like, oh, my son-in-law should have earned a Purple Heart in Syria, that's an insane sentence to say. And it would get me in so much trouble because no, not even remotely do I deserve that. And that's one thing that like someone who actually puts retarded shit on the internet, like that's the one thing that being a veteran gets you fucked up about.
That I can understand people getting upset about. Like,
there's literally a fitness influencer who had like a shit ton of Botox done to his face because he started getting famous, and like people started calling him out on it. He's like, actually, it's reconstructive surgery after an IED in Iraq.
Oh, he did not. Really?
And the real story was like the truck in front of him blew up.
I hate people who do stolen valor shit like that, man. It sickens me.
I mean, it all happens. It's everybody embellishes stories. It's partially what it is. The problem is when you have a public platform and you embellish to a certain level that people...
The amount of videos that I run into, or even stories like on Reddit or something, where like you see YouTube shorts all the time, like where they're walking up to this guy who is like, and he's actually got tags on it and everything. Because like, you've given me like a BDU jacket and everything, and I've worked in it.
Because that's funny.
Yeah, like, and I've worn it, but I don't wear anything with the name tags or no rankings.
Never wear that in public. That's so funny. That's so funny.
And I've got it hanging up, and I probably haven't worn it in a very, very, very long time. And I would never claim to ever be that.
I can technically get in trouble for wearing them because they're still an active service uniform.
Yeah, like I would no way in shape ever do something like it. But the amount of people that I have seen that are like
Casually
they
rocking
get their
shit.
name on it, and like they'll go down to like the surplus store and get a fucking tag made with their name on it.
Often
Like-
they are the special bros. Oftentimes, I tend to believe that they're the specials, because if they're not, then they're just really bad autistic guys that are trying too hard.
Mhm.
But I mean, there's tons of retarded people that, I mean, like, not real retarded, not specials, but like there's tons of room temperature IQ people that think that just pretending to be a soldier is not a crime. And it happens at the mall all the time. There's always some retard that's walking around. You go to the Renaissance Fest, and there's going to be my buddy Ferg. When I was deployed, told me his story. There was a guy at the Renaissance Fest wearing like full airsoft gear, but with like real OCPs.
Oh.
And he was telling her, he's like, "Oh yeah, I'm going to getting deployed soon. Just here hanging out." And my buddy Ferg, who had been in the military for a long time at that point, we just walked up to him fucking around at the Renaissance Fest, and it's like making him just dig a hole for himself, and then just like publicly embarrassed him,
and you know,
called him an autistic retarded faggot
they probably
for stolen
think
valor.
That place, like being the Renaissance Festival, thinking like, oh yeah, I can get away with it because of what they're doing there.
Yeah.
But in actuality, that's the worst place you could do it, because all the kinds of people that go there have so much respect that if they find out that you're getting stolen valor,
don't. The people at the Renaissance Fest, like,
what?
Like 70% of them are fat liberal pussies.
Well, I'm talking about like the guys that actually set up shop there and do stuff like that.
I mean, trust me, I was raised by hippie families that made booths for those festivals. They're pretty fucking liberal pussies.
But it kills me when you see these people, they'll claim that. Or I read a Reddit post not so long ago where guys like, yeah, I was picking my daughter up from school, and the guy who was picking his kid up was wearing a hat with a SEAL insignia on it. And he's like, oh yeah, what company were you in? And all that. And he's like, oh yeah, I can't talk about it.
You just call him a fat pussy, and then you watch him explode, because if he was a real SEAL guy at all that had done anything, he probably wouldn't explode. If you just went, oh, you're a pussy, shut up.
I remember Dad telling me, he said that they used to get people all the time that would claim they were like Vietnam vets and, begging for money and, and all that.
It's like a constant thing that happens. Like, I mean, especially around here, this is like one of the major junkie areas in the country. No. Lay down. Yeah, it's like true. Here, Kensington, I mean, every state on the East Coast and nearby has their major city that's just full of drugs, and Dayton was #1 for a hot minute.
I believe it. I definitely believe that.
I think it was like an 11-year streak for like opioid abuse. Well, #1.
Yeah, because they said it, a lot of the drugs especially come through here because it being like they got that famous nickname for around here called the Crossroads of America because, 35 or not 35, 70 and 75 interconnect, and that's why.
No, I know. I grew up watching them build it from literally, it used to just be a regular overpass. And now it's a convoluted series of big loops that has killed, I think, 40 people since they finished construction. Probably 100 while they were making it. It used to literally just be highway over highway.
Yep.
And now they've had to rebuild the fucking safety wall on one of the overpasses, which I think is one of the highest overpasses in the country, if you go from like the bottom road that goes like slightly underground to that top overpass, it's literally like 200 feet. It's retarded, and trucks have flown off of that thing.
Yeah. Now, what's your thoughts on what's going on with the whole war situation?
I mean, it's fake and gay. It's obviously to distract from pedophile stuff. I mean, there was an audio that came out last year of Donald that was supposedly debunked as AI, but it was Donald Trump screaming on the phone about the files, saying, "Don't fucking release them, start a war, I don't fucking care, just don't let them get out." But now the files are out, and everybody knows he's a fat pedophile.
Yeah, and everybody, the amount of people I've seen actually be like, well, you know what, anything to distract the public from, the files and everything.
And the Venezuelan shit is just, we wanted their oil reserves because Syria needs oil reserve, or not Syria, Israel needs oil reserves right now because they're planning on expanding, and they're currently expanding. They're trying to bomb Iran, who's the main defender in the Middle East right now is Iran, defender from Israel. So we took over Venezuela using their drug cartels as an excuse. Leave them alone. Hey. So we took them over. They literally just immediately started sending tankers to Israel of oil, which has never happened since Venezuela nationalized their shit. It's just one of those things, man.
Yeah.
The pedophiles all live in Israel because they can't be extradited back to the United States. It happens probably, I think, 20 times a year. An Israeli dual citizenship holder gets caught for diddling a minor here in the U.S., and then they escape to Israel, and we do nothing about it because we can't.
Yeah.
All of our politicians that aren't actively screaming about the Epstein list right now are pedophiles.
Of course.
That defend other pedophiles.
Well,
and it's just what happens, man. I mean, that's just the country we live in. And the dilemma that I'm having with the whole situation is because I don't give a shit that they're bombing Iran because they're wasting taxpayer dollars bombing Iran. Cool. They were going to do it anyway. It's kind of a cyclic thing we have going on with the Middle East. But I do have a problem with the fact that if I go and try to guillotine a bunch of pedophiles that may or may not be in charge of the country, that nobody's going to have my back.
Yeah, they're going to label you as a domestic terrorist.
I'm going to become a big problem, and they're going to make a bunch of fucking Hulu documentaries about me in 10 years, which is very funny. It probably wouldn't even be 10 years. It'd probably be as it's happening. There'd be a Hulu documentary being made about it.
I mean, with the Epstein files coming out, it wasn't even a week, maybe 2 at most. And they were already like, oh, yeah, here's a documentary about it, which is great. I'm glad that they're pushing that, But I'm saying that's how quick it went.
I mean, the people that were his clients made the fucking documentary. That's just how it is. They produced the documentary. Anything that comes out right now, if it's on a major platform, it's approved by pedophiles. It's approved by people that, according to these files, eat children. Or at least pretend to eat children. Either way. Guillotine. The French had it right. We learn a lot from the French.
Yeah, I agree.
The French have been giant pussies in recent history. We learned that from them too. Because we wanted to try this whole tolerance thing. I think it's time we kind of flip it around and pull a French move and start using the workers and the farmers to riot. Because the French did it a couple years ago, remember?
Yeah.
They rioted. And why did they do that? Because they were going to raise the retirement age by like 2 years. And the French were like, we'll kill you. We're finding out that out of the 300 or the 500 members of Congress, there's too fucking many. Finding out that most of them are pedophiles. And if they're not pedophiles, they're at the very least sex perverts.
Yeah. Well,
I'm already on the list, I don't care about saying this, but I'm going to get your ass, one of you.
Yeah, when you sent me that result, the search result.
That was really funny because I literally watched the meme that I sent you before, and I was like, there's no way. There's no way, right? And then I look at it, and I didn't narrow the results at all. I just put my first and last name in Israel for the Google Trends, and I saw 100 results, and I went, interesting. And then I turned it off. I sent it to like 4 of my buddies, and I said, I'm not suicidal.
Well, I seen 2 things that were... Well, I sent you a screenshot of like, right there on the front of the... I can't remember what media outlet it was, but, the Clintons basically trying to say, oh, yeah, we didn't know about his... sex crimes when we were dealing with him.
No, that's all just Hillary giving a deposition that she like threw a big tantrum about. But her whole excuse basically is that she didn't know that Bill was on the island. She just assumed he wasn't home for dinner because he was a politician or he was cheating. Well, it's just like, you're retarded.
But
you're a liar.
They specifically asked her, like, oh, hey, were you aware of Epstein being, a sex offender? And, with, like, his previous charges and history. Yeah. Were you aware of that when you guys did business and stuff with him? And they were like, no, we weren't aware of that. And I'm like, what the fuck?
It's a blatant lie.
Like, yeah. Like, you're going to blatantly get up here and lie for the whole fucking world to see.
Literally a politician.
Well, I know that, but I'm saying, like, you're really going to get up there and commit perjury with that? Like, just blatant like that? Come on.
Yeah, and nothing will happen. I saw one video, some guy was like, her nipples are hard, like screaming about Hillary Clinton's nipples are hard. I'm like, as far as you know, dude, she doesn't have nipples.
Oh my God,
she
man.
might not be real.
If I could have got that fucking, and I know I brought it up before, but it was on one of our episodes a long time ago, how Grandpa went on that rant and everything. That was still some of the funniest shit I've ever heard in my life. We're going through the mountains of Tennessee, and he's sitting here talking about how he'd do Nancy Pelosi and Hillary Clinton. And he's like, well, they make bags for a reason. You can put them over their head. And, hearing an 80-something-year-old man say that's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, that's also just because he's also a raging Democrat.
Oh,
it's really funny, because he doesn't even know what that means.
And everybody who hears that, they're like, man, we would have not expected your grandfather to be a huge-ass Democrat.
He's old.
Yeah.
People don't know what the Democrat Party used to be because they change every 10 years.
Oh, of course. And we had to explain that to him. Me and Dad did, and we were like, what a Democrat was back in, 70s and 80s is not any more, like, close to what it is now.
Yeah, no, it's not close to what it was in the 70s to what it was in the fucking 60s.
Mm-hmm. She's making progress.
No, she's being stubborn because there's guests here and she thinks that she can push her boundaries and be cute. Mm-hmm. She does the same thing at the training, which she is done with for now, but eventually I'll put her in tricks training. She's just got to get spayed first.
Mm. Yeah, you just love me every time I come here, don't you? Yeah, you do. And you're adorable. You are. You're absolutely adorable.
Yeah, that's her main positive factor. The fact that she doesn't listen and she backtalks is crazy. She actually backtalks the shit out of me sometimes. It's insane.
That's what Bash does to me. Which, by the way, he got me really good today. No. Like,
that's brutal.
Yeah. I went and sprayed like cologne on, like when I was like going into Walmart earlier and had that. I was like, oh no. Yeah, that makes me wonder. I gotta get my shit charged up and get a new charger.
I said no.
So
see, she's trying it right now. Because she really wants to just play, and she knows it's not playtime. But she thinks that because you're here, she can play.
I've still not beat Resident Evil 9 yet. That game is a lot bigger than I thought. A lot bigger. Oh, yeah. Well, I'm in Raccoon City right now. And, like...
So they actually made, like, a fully fleshed out game?
Yeah. Like, I'm impressed. I really am. I did not expect this game to have the amount of details that I had in it. The amount of things that you could do. I didn't expect it to be of that quality at all. And I really don't think anybody else did, because I was reading a couple Reddit things last night, and people were like, man, this game is fucking huge, and you just didn't expect a Resident Evil game to be like that. But I will tell you right now, I'm at the story, and I'm not going to put spoilers, but, man, there's some fucked up shit you got to do, like, halfway through the story that was, like, morally questionable. Like, I was kind of, like, shocked. Like, when I got done with it, I was like, oh, wow, that really happened.
I've never really felt anything about moral dilemmas in a game, really. Like, it's a video game. I don't give a shit. Unless it's, like, it has to be, like, really heady for me to actually think about it from, like, a moral standpoint.
There's one game off the top of my head that I can think of that's actually like that. And it's a game called Spec Ops: The Line. And there's a part where you and your squad, which is basically you and 2 other guys. And the part of the story is you start launching these mortars that have white phosphorus in it.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
And then you find out it's all civilians that were trying to escape. It was fucked up. Like when you first experienced that when the game came out, you were like, oh, wow, okay.
I mean, yeah, maybe for you. I remember when No Russian came out, they were like, oh, it's a terrorist. And I knew at that point, I was like, oh, this is a terrorist attack. I was like, oh, it's just a game. I don't give a fuck. But I found out years later that people were really upset about that scene.
Oh, they were, yeah. And
don't do it. No. Lay down.
Man, she's really trying to push today, isn't she?
No, she does this. She does this anytime there's other people around. Lay down. Down. But I mean, something I'm looking forward to, game-wise, since you talked about Assassin's Creed, is the new Fable coming out. Oh yeah, soon. It looks great. I'm a huge Fable fan.
Same here. And it was really big when I was in high school and middle school. Yeah, and I never really got into it.
90s.
Yeah,
when it came out.
It was early 2000s, because it was an original Xbox game, the original one. And then I think it was about maybe 10 or 12 years ago, somebody convinced me to sit down and play it. They were like, "You're gonna love it," and I did. It was really, really good. And when I've been watching the videos and everything of the new one, I was like, damn, that looks really good.
Yeah.
Now, I will say that the PC community is pissed because Sony has, I guess they decided that they're going to stop releasing PlayStation exclusives on PC.
Yeah, which it was a surprise that they did it at all, but people are just going to port it.
Well, they had said that because I guess something along the lines of, with the Steam box coming out, that you could access something on there, and they didn't like that. But a lot of people are pissed because the new Wolverine game's coming out, and a lot of people wanted the Spider-Man games, which they got that, they got God of War, they got Last of Us, and then now that the Wolverine game's coming out this year, people are pissed because they were really excited about that, and they're like, yeah, that's shitty. But I'm sure they'll backpedal on it at some point because, Halo's coming.
I doubt it. Are you kidding me? Switch, fucking Nintendo doubled down on all their shit.
Yeah, but that's Nintendo, though. I mean, they'll fucking sue anybody. They don't care. Hell,
no, PlayStation never wanted to bring their shit to PC. They don't even want to share with Xbox, really, but they're trying to compete against the Steam machine. Because it's going to obliterate the console world. And because the last 2 consoles had sucked anyway.
Well, I would really like to get me a Steam machine. I really, after watching the video of the way they designed it, how it's upgradable, how it's all this, I like it. I think it's pretty cool, and for the price point, it's affordable.
Yeah, I mean, it's just a easy to build computer.
Yeah,
it's just a computer that's easily interchangeable.
Yeah.
That's all people need for the most part to get into computer building is once people realize it's just fucking Legos with wires. It's fine.
Man, I do like it though, and I would very much like to get me one when it eventually does. I think they said that the starting price was $700, I think. 700 or 800.
Yeah, also I think that PlayStation has realized that the vast majority of their at least of their American user base is black people, and they don't fuck with computers at all.
Yeah,
they can't.
Pretty much.
So, no, severely devoted PlayStation black person is ever going to switch over to a PC.
I agree with you on that.
And I know this because I witnessed it with my roommate Jones in the military. He tried a gaming laptop, and he literally only ever watched movies on it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
that being a thing for a lot of black people like that. I could.
No.
But yeah, I mean, it's been kind of a slow week this week. You know, a lot of things going on and everything like that.
I mean, in the world, there's a lot going on that doesn't really matter because the Dow is 50,000% or whatever the fuck. But I mean, at the end of the day, it's just the weather's shitty. And
yeah.
Life is happening. It's unfortunate.
What?
And the world keeps turning.
4 days of rain straight. We've got. At least the temperature went up. That's a good part.
Yeah, the problem is that I'm facing is that I have all that freshly dug holes in the
oh yeah, that's right.
In the backyard, right in front of my back, where I'm trying to lay a patio. So I just have a giant rectangular puddle because it's been pretty much nonstop raining. So like this morning, instead of letting her run through the water, and just fucking up my morning even more, I let her go through one of the windows outside from the patio, like through the enclosed patio. And then she was fine jumping just out of the window onto the yard. She could not for the life of her jump back into the window, like into the room without help. She would like have to put her paws up, and then I have to like hang my body out of the window and like lift her up in there.
Oh, wow.
But it was better than that, than her jumping into like 4-inch deep water. That's just muddy.
Oh man, she would have a blast, but that would be
no, she wouldn't. She doesn't like it.
Oh, she doesn't like it?
No.
Oh. Okay.
She avoids it. I can let her out through the door now because the rain slowed down and some of it's like soaked away, but like she avoids the big puddle.
Pepper's the same way. Pepper is like, if it's raining out, he's like a little pavement princess. Like he does not like to go out there at all.
No, she's fine. So she's fine with the water. I just think she knows that the muddy water's not going to be good for her because she already gets annoyed when her fur, like on her paws, gets matted up.
Oh my god, you were so adorable.
Oh yeah, no, she's a very pretty, photogenic dog. She's a fucking asshole.
Well, the way that she just sat there and looked at me like, "Hi, how are you doing?"
Oh yeah, she knows.
Like,
she knows what she's doing.
Hi, honey. I know. You're trying to be good. You really are.
No, she is doing good. She's doing a lot better than she was when she was 35 pounds, and now she's 50 pounds.
Mm-hmm. And you're still not even done growing yet. I mean, you're gonna be a big girl, but a pretty one at that.
I mean, she's almost 8 months old, so she probably is pretty close to done growing. Actually, hopefully she stops around 60, but she might. I mean, if she was like more Newfoundland, she'd get up to like 90 pounds as a full-grown female. But she would be heavier now.
Nope.
She would be heavier now if she was going to be that big.
By the way, I meant to bring something up to you. I seen an Amazon truck delivering a package the other day. That was the vehicle was literally an Amazon brand vehicle.
Yeah, it's the electric ones. That's the new fleet.
Really?
Yeah.
And I didn't know that.
It's definitely not made by Amazon. I don't believe that. They just have it branded to them.
Oh yeah, probably.
It's just a shitty little Chinese electric van.
Well, you know, I'm half expecting a lot of the K trucks and stuff like that to be appearing a lot here soon. You know.
Maybe. I mean, not here. There won't be many here.
Well, yeah.
Because to get them here anyway, you're going to have to go to Baltimore. Baltimore's the nearest port to get imports.
Yeah, it's where most of the guys who get their Skylines and stuff get them in there.
You can't go to Baltimore to get imports.
Oh.
The Francis Scott Key Bridge is still down.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's like they're not just bringing cars in there willy-nilly unless, like, not import shit unless you pay a lot more.
Yeah, well, that's what I mean. Like, you know, a lot of the guys that I know that have gotten either, like, Sylvias or Skylines or something like that, they've had to go to Baltimore to go pick up whatever they get. And
lay down.
To my understanding, based off what they've told me, it's a fucking nightmare to deal with, you know, to get it over here, get it done everything correctly, you know.
It's like $20,000 to ship a car from a foreign country. Like, especially if it's more if there's a high tariff on it. So, like, if I wanted to get a Hilux here, I would have to pay, it's like a 70% tariff on a $20,000 truck.
I remember Uncle Rick telling me, because he was in the military, in the Navy, and he said that he was living in Italy for a couple of years, and I guess, like this was back in, like, the 70s or 80s, I think. He said that he bought a Porsche over there, and
So retarded.
he's like, I looked into trying to get it sent back over here, and during that time, and he's like, it would have cost more than what I paid for the car over there, or something like that.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like, so when I was in Kuwait, you could literally buy cars in Kuwait, like, just like whatever the local dealership was.
Mm-hmm.
You could buy a car there, like, while you lived on base. You were there for 4 years or however fucking long.
Mm-hmm.
That I thought that was the dumbest fucking thing possible for anyone stationed in a foreign country to do.
Just buy a car over there.
Yeah, finance a car, like, dude, like in
That'd
America.
be wild, financing it just when you're living over there for a couple years.
That's so fucking retarded. Although I guess now they make more money because Kuwait got bombed, but
I know. Yeah,
go lay down.
that would be wild to watch somebody finance a vehicle while they're living a couple years overseas. That don't make sense to me.
Yeah, I think it's retarded. There was also, like, on an Air Force base while I saw this. So they make more money than me, so maybe they can blow it on retarded shit. Maybe they actually get to, like, leave the base and, like, go around the cities and stuff, like, without having to use a shuttle van. But, like, while I was in other countries, we used the shuttle vans, or we used our, like, armored vehicles, or we used the fucking helicopter to get around. Like, the way I left Syria was on a fucking Chinook.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, you never told me that.
This is my final day in Syria. Like, we flew out of the base on Chinooks with all of our bullshit, and then landed in Jordan, like 20 minutes away.
Oh, shit.
No.
Well, I know, what are we up to right now?
What time-wise? We're at like 42 minutes. We're slugging along. It's a slow episode, but I don't give a shit. This is one thing that people don't realize about, like, the internet thing. It's like, it's 1,000% a lottery, and you're not gonna have good banger episodes every time.
We get them every now and then.
If this is something that I will probably never do, but, like, to relate it to, like, stand-up comedy, like, to get good at stand-up comedy, you have to suck dick at open mics and just eat shit.
That's a good point, yeah.
You have to just bomb and bomb.
Oh, we've had a couple episodes where it's just been, like, slow and everything like that.
Well, yeah,
we get them every now and then.
No, it's because, first of all, we're working class people, so we are poor and tired.
Yeah, I'll agree with you on that. Like,
but I mean, so I listen to a lot of podcasts because it's just nice to listen to while you're welding. It's just, it's ambient noise, and, like, it doesn't, like, amp me up the way that music does. It usually just makes me laugh. But, like, there's, like, when you listen to, like, Matt and Shane's Secret Podcast, if you go to, like, pre-300s, they're fucking absolute fucking menaces. Like, they're just 30-year-old retards that
just talking about daily life shit and everything.
Yeah, I mean, like, Matt was selling drugs, and Shane was bombing at open mics, and one's fat and the other one's like a retarded stoner. So, I mean, come on. Now look at him. Show on Netflix. I'll never do stand-up comedy. I think stand-up comedy is kind of gay. Do I have a type 5 prepared in case I have to give a speech at a wedding? Yes. Do you? No. I know you're working on it.
I've got mine pretty fleshed out, but I'm slowly, like, I'll be in the middle of, like, working on a car or something, and I'll be thinking like, oh, I need to change that in there, or something like that.
I have like 2 little notebook pages for like my wedding vows that I gotta keep revamping. But like, I mean, Kara's doing the same thing. But like for because like I do have like jokes written down that I think are funny.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's just one of the things I write with like my little podcast notes idea. Which one of those podcast notes, which is what we should have checked when we were like, oh, we have to fill 18 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
We should have been like, where are the notes? But like I know one thing off the top of my head for my notes is I know exactly how I wrote it too. Is Minecraft close road. So the day before I had my accident where my hood latch broke,
mm-hmm.
I was going down the same like exit there, and I was looking into the turn, and I just saw like a pair of pants, like on the side of the road, and then like 3 feet past that, like a jacket, and then like 3 feet past that, like a glove, and then like a sock, and then like, and it looked like it, and like I started laughing while I was driving because it looked like someone just got hit by a car and their inventory exploded like Minecraft.
Kind of like how that dude got hit, the one you showed me. That was fucking crazy.
Yeah, he got
dude.
hit and his fucking shoes flew off and his fucking hat and his fucking phone
all
and
I
all
could
that
think
bullshit.
about was like it looked like some shit out of a Sonic game when you jump on those star bumpers.
Motherfucker lost his rings.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I was laughing so hard. And fucking Grandpa's like, what the hell did you see that is that funny? And I'm like, you wouldn't get it. But you wouldn't get it.
Yeah. No, that poor fucking longboarder just lost his shins. And I was cackling on the couch watching that video.
I bet you were.
Dude, because, and it's not, I had seen that video before. It was the audio that was new, and it made me laugh so hard. It was just, oh shit, this N-word dead.
Yeah, the audio.
I started dying.
Because like,
It's so funny.
I feel like I've heard that audio somewhere
You
else.
turn the camera, you
But it was,
fucking dickhead.
oh man, that was a perfect use for.
She's a baby, but I call her what I want.
Yeah, that was a perfect use for that audio.
Yeah, that's
like
so
perfect.
funny. And then, like, because I laughed so hard at it, my algorithm threw, like, 3 more videos with the audio, but they just weren't as funny as the skateboard one, so I was just like, you can't get me.
Dude.
But that was the first time in a while where I, like, fully broke on it, because it was so funny.
Well, I started scrolling through, like, right after you sent me that. And
I
then
get some good ones.
And then I sent you that one of, like, that chick at the funeral home, and I was like, what the fuck? That was so fucked up, dude.
She tried. She said, does the penis work? No.
And,
I'll leave.
like, the comments on that video was like, man, y'all really gonna do that in front of Jesus and everybody? Like, I was like, what the fuck is wrong with people, man?
Should have did it while he was in the morgue. He still had his body parts.
Oh,
At that
my
point,
God.
everything had been sucked out.
That was just disturbing. And I'm like, what the fuck? And I'll get days like that where my algorithm will show me some fucked up shit, dude.
Yeah.
And then most of the time it's
every day. It's designed to show you fucked up shit daily. That's just what it does.
Well, most of the time.
So there's literally a pattern. It's like 3 posts and then an ad. Have you noticed that?
Uh-huh.
So it's like something angry, something happy, something cool, something that you like, and then an ad.
Yeah.
And they're fucking bullshit with the ads now because they don't tell you it's an ad except for a tiny little word, ad, in the very bottom left corner. Psst,
Yeah.
Back up, dude. Back up.
And then,
Back up.
like, most of my algorithm consists of either cats, which is a lot of it, and then video games, guns, and girls.
Yeah.
And then
No, the girls
Fucked up
come. The
shit.
girls come for every. The girls and the violent videos come for every man's algorithm because it's just part of our DNA. Like my explore page on Instagram is just because I literally never use it. I just use the reels and the messages. But the explore Explore page is like 100% chicks. And it's fucking atrocious. And I hate it. What, you alright there, buddy?
Yeah, but the hit felt weird after I dropped it, but I think it's just because the battery's getting low. But yeah, there are sometimes like, okay, so when I sent you that video, and then I gave it a break for a couple hours, and then I got bored, and I was like, yeah, I'll go through and like, swipe through and see what's on there. And then I seen this one where it's this girl standing next to a coffee maker, and she's like, yeah, I'm sick as fuck right now, and if you're sick like me and you don't have a lot of energy to do it, and you're in your hotel room and you need to you don't have any clean clothes, just take your underwear off and you can wash it in the coffee.
Yeah, that's
I
just
was like,
100%.
you fucking bitch,
No,
really?
So that's just 100% rage bait. It's not real at all. It's 100% rage bait. That's what that is.
Just the thought of somebody even wanting to do that.
Yeah, that's the point. That's literally the point of the video, is to make you go,
I know it's rage
terrible.
bait, but but you know what though? It's sad to know that
half of your algorithm is AI.
That too.
That's like 80% of what you send me is AI videos.
Oh, there is.
Watch.
And there is, like, especially like when it comes to the cat stuff. There's some funny ass AI cat stuff though.
Don't watch any AI videos. There's 10 of them in your town. There's literally one less than a quarter mile away from you, and it's the reason why your electricity bill's so high. Stop watching AI videos.
Yeah, but trying to do that is like damn near impossible nowadays.
No, it's not. You just fucking get rid of them. You just fucking ignore them.
But
as soon as you find one that's AI, you fucking, because most of them have to have the watermark now. So
that too.
You just fucking downvote them. You just get rid of them.
Because most of the ones
do not show me these.
Yeah, if you got most of them, then they'll come up with like the Sora watermark or something like that. But
yeah, because it's fucking 12-year-olds making them.
But man,
it's literally they're destroying like the water table in Montgomery County. There's 10 of them in Montgomery County.
Man, I believe that.
And it's the reason why Montgomery County's property taxes went up by like on average like $3,000 last year.
Oh. I was like, damn, I shouldn't have made a noise.
No, that's the problem. No, she's just like activated. Stop it.
Well, we're at a pretty good time anyway.
Yeah, no, this is fine. Well,
yeah.
She's getting antsy just she's...
I gotta drive home anyway, so...
Yeah. Try to... Well, she doesn't have classes anymore, so you don't have to worry about Wednesdays, but ideally try to be here before the sun goes down.
Yeah. I was trying to, and I noticed...
It's not necessarily your fault, I know.
But, alright, well,
But at a certain point, we will have to make this 2 hours a week.
I will have my new TV and stuff set up tomorrow. So, finally.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, no, I can start setting up my streaming stuff. So, finally, thank God. You can check that out at Game Challenges on YouTube. Check out Lost Paladin Plays, another cool guy.
Yeah, I have the ads plugged at the very end. The outro video is a cat, like, licking its paws or something.
I didn't see that.
There's like a Linkin Park song playing.
Oh, okay, cool. But, alright, guys, we'll see you next week.
Alright, later.
Bye.